Pressure's on. We're going to be recording this. Thank you so much. We might as well get started. So I have my co-host, Mr. John Piantek here. Lucky everyone tonight when we finish up around 8:20, we're going to have a special guest come on and I'm going to do a little small interview. Someone that's in the business, actively working the business. So if you're brand new and you're here to look at our business tonight, we welcome you. Congratulations on spending some time learning about our company. My name is Brendan Kenny. I'm the founder, one of the founders of this company. I'm going to share with you some information about our exciting company, and then we're going to have some fun tonight with our special guest and do some back and forth Q&A. So I'm going to share my screen. We got a brand new presentation. If you are here tonight as a guest, this is Think Energy. Welcome to the Think Plus Network, where we create value for everyone. Just imagine if you can build a business with real value for customers, partnering with a company that lets you focus on building relationships. And my guest speaker today, by the way, who's coming on, I did not know 3 years ago. And now, because of the Think Plus network, we have become closest of friends. And that's why this slide means so much. But we're empowering customers to make good choices and smarter choices about their energy. And so we have a technology platform that introduces services to people that have value that can save them money on their energy. We also have a wonderful community that we're sharing with, collaborating with every day, and sharing our passions with each other and helping one another. But it creates that opportunity to really kind of for people to pursue the life that they envision. And that's what excites us about Think Plus Network. But with our company, Think Energy, we're taking advantage of something that's happening across the country. Energy prices are rising everywhere. This is just a graph that takes you back to 1998 with the cost of electricity. And look where we are today. And that just keeps going up. And the reason why it's going up so dramatically, you can see the curve going up so fast, is because we are dealing with data centers, artificial intelligence, AI is creating a massive demand on the grid, and we are just not, our grid can't handle what's coming onto it. So our CEO built a technology company where we can use our technology to save customers money on electric bills. And our goal of our CEO is to save our customers $1 billion on their electric bill. It's exciting. So how do we do that? Well, we do that with a couple of different services that we use our technology to help save consumers. One of our services that we just recently launched is a product called AutoSave. It's available in Delaware, DC, Illinois, New Jersey, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. And we're going to share with you a small video that explains what this service does and how it adds value to consumers. So let's all watch this together.
Welcome to AutoSave, the easiest way to save money on electricity automatically. No more shopping around, no fees, no risk. Just guaranteed savings anytime Think Energy is your supplier. Everyone uses energy differently, yet most people pay the same price. We believe you should be rewarded for being a smart energy user. With AutoSave, your Think Energy rate is personalized just for you. Here's how it works. You sign up for AutoSave. We review your personalized Think Energy rate offer every month. If your personalized rate offer can beat the utility's price to compare, we switch you. If not, you're served by the utility. We look for savings every month so you don't have to. And as you can see, over time, your savings can really add up. If there's an opportunity to save with Think Energy, it'll happen, all upside, with the peace of mind of the utility's standard rate as your safety net. Simple, risk-free, and automatic. And you'll always know what's happening. We actively monitor your savings potential and notify you if your energy supply changes. Still the same utility, still the same bill. Just guaranteed savings anytime Think Energy is your supplier, with no interruption to your service. AutoSave is all upside, and you'll have peace of mind knowing that you'll never pay more than your utility's standard rate. That's AutoSave.
That is an exciting technology. It's the first company ever to do this, by the way. And because we have proprietary technology, nobody else can really duplicate this. But we do custom pricing for every home in the states that were mentioned earlier. And this product is live and running in 6 different states. But it's good for residential and small commercial of like strip malls types of commercial, or 100,000 kilowatts a year or less, can jump on AutoSave for free. Doesn't cost anything, anyone. There's no stress, there's no surprises, there's no rates, there's no commitment, there's no contracts. There's only upside. Our guarantee is that when we are servicing you as a company, we will save you money over the standard offer of the utility. If you're still with the utility and we cannot save you, we will leave you with the utility. So there's zero risk for consumers on this service, and that's what makes us so excited. But the PJM utility market makes up those 6 states, by the way. And 84% of customers today, and we're talking multiple millions of customers, are on the utility pricing. And right now, we can offer those customers a guarantee that when they're on autosave and we're servicing them, we're saving money, but our guarantee is that they'll never pay more than what they're paying right now on the standard offer of the utility. Tremendous. So that's one way that Think Energy is unlocking savings and empower giving customers smarter choices on their energy. Another way is through state-funded programs called community solar. Now, this is actually a little bit more robust because it's actually in more states, as you can see from this slide. But what is community solar and how does it work? Well, the states wrote legislation. A lot of states wrote legislation to try to draw in and create more clean energy in their state. And instead of putting rooftop solar or panels on your residential home, they allowed developers to come in and build on land, farmland. And the way the laws were written is they're allowing, this is specifically for consumers that can't qualify for actual rooftop solar. So that means renters, homeowners, anyone that doesn't want rooftop solar can subscribe to these solar farms that are being built in your state. And then the state says, if you're willing to do that, it's a free subscription. That means good, clean energy will go to the grid once we have enough subscribers to fill up a farm. And then the state and the developer gives you a discount on your electric bill for 20 years minimum. So this is what a solar farm looks like, everybody. This is Berkeley Township, New Jersey. This is an actual community solar farm. This is what they look like. You'll find them on the sides of the highway, and they're everywhere. They're starting to pop up everywhere. But why aren't you on a solar farm right now, by the way, if you knew that you could be? It's probably because you didn't know, right? You had no idea until you came to this presentation. But the nice thing about community solar and the way it works in terms of the legislation is it lowers your electric bill. So that's a guarantee. You get solar credits that get applied to your bill. There's nothing to install, no maintenance, no hassles. You're supporting clean local energy, right? Good, clean local energy. There's no termination fees because there's no contracts. And it's perfect for every customer. Anyone who rents, homeowners, doesn't matter. Anyone that pays an electric bill can qualify to get on a community solar farm. And just so you guys can understand the benefit financially to what a community solar farm is, this is an actual customer it's my brother actually. He was kind enough to share his bill. He's on a community solar farm in Maryland. And when he gets his bill every month, because he's subscribed to free, you can see that on the bill it says other charges and credits, and he got a $64 credit. On page 2 of his bill, it gives you the details of how it's broken down. $10 because my brother Ed owns an EV. He owns a Tesla. And so he has a special program the utilities have where they give him $10 a month because he lets them charge it when they want to charge it. But he also gets a community solar credit every single month, and he'll get that for the next 20 years. $54.64. See it on the bottom there? Community solar credit. How many of your friends, knowing that you know that that's available in Maryland right now, would subscribe for free to get that credit on their electric bill every single month for 20 years? That's what community solar is. And then the third way right now, and third of probably many more ways, because our company's constantly looking for ways to save people. Remember, our CEO has a goal to save $1 billion on people's electric bills. That's our company goal. But the fastest way we're going to do that and accomplish our goals the quickest is through our home battery program. Now, I want everyone to understand we're launching this in 2026. We have started to launch this in Texas. We're going into phase 3 in Texas in May, and then in June, July timeframe, it'll be wide open in the whole entire state, which is exciting. But Illinois, New Jersey, Pennsylvania is coming next outside of Texas. And let's tell you why we're so excited. We're going to show another video that explains why we're so excited about this home battery program.
Every summer we see it. Record heat, record energy demand, and the same story on repeat. Regular outages, soaring prices, a grid pushed to the breaking point.
The earth is still hot, and so is the demand for electricity.
More energy is better than less energy. With the rise of AI technology, demand on power plants is increasing.
Here's the thing. The grid we all depend on was built more than 100 years ago, for a time when electricity flowed one way, from a few big power plants to every home and business. But that world has changed. Today, millions of devices draw power every second. Demand for electricity keeps growing, but the grid hasn't kept pace, and it's not steady. Some hours we have plenty of power, others we're short. That's why electricity now costs different amounts at different times of day. When demand peaks, energy gets expensive, and when we need less energy, it's cheap. And this means consumers have to work harder and pay more for less reliable energy. Until now, a quiet revolution has started. Home batteries can now store energy when it's cheap or abundant and use or even sell it back when it's needed most. Link thousands of those batteries together with smart software, and you get something entirely new called a virtual power plant. Instead of waiting for a distant generator to fire up, these connected devices can instantly feed energy back into the grid. The grid pays providers for this support. Those earnings can be shared with customers, lowering costs for the homeowners whose batteries made it possible. For consumers, that means significantly lower costs, predictable rates, and backup power when the grid fails, along with a direct role in building a cleaner, more resilient energy system. We are reshaping how electricity works as we're preparing to bring this idea to scale. Think Plus will be partnering with a next generation virtual power plant, connecting homes, batteries, and people into one intelligent energy network. Our consumers will pay much less for even more reliable energy with backup power for their homes. And when enough homes join, the grid gets stronger and energy becomes something we all share. This is the power of connection. Coming soon from Think Plus.
Wow. I am so excited for this. This is the first time in my career in the energy, and I've been in energy for 2 decades, that I've actually been able to sell a product. Because typically, energy, what I've showed you up to this point, has always been a service, right? Where it's just seamless, it's behind the scenes, but there's nothing to emotionally connect to electricity until you get to a backup battery system where that's a physical product where we're actually putting that on people's homes. Think about that. You're going to be able to put a $15,000 to $18,000 a whole home backup system to your friends and family at zero cost. They can save money on electricity because they'll have rate plans, and depending on what state you're in, they'll have programs that will guarantee that will save you money on your electric bill. You'll have automatic backup power, so if your power ever goes out, you have automatically backed up power. Look at that picture on this screen. It shows you a neighborhood with no batteries, and this house is your house. Imagine that being your house, and you don't lose power. And nothing, no cost to install these, and you'll have peace of mind knowing that there ever's a blackout in your neighborhood. And we're doing this with a relationship with EcoFlow, which is the battery manufacturer that's going to produce these systems called the Ocean Pro. By the way, the Ocean Pro, the battery systems that we're putting on your homes, was this Ocean Pro was actually recognized by Time Magazine as the best innovation of the year. They hit every safety standard there is. There's over 5 million global users of this product already, most of them in Europe. We're just cracking into the United States. This is going to be so exciting. We're the only battery company, by the way, that has a 15-year equipment warranty. No one else has that. So we have the best of the best coming to the neighborhoods in your neighborhood, hopefully very soon. But we have an opportunity where everyone can participate, and they can get started for as little as $59, one-time setup fee. And then every year after that, it's $449 to renew your business. But there's no monthly cost to run your business. And when you pay the $59 to get set up, we provide you with two websites, one to enroll customers and one to actually track everything that's happening in your group. Because not only do you refer customers to your website, you can refer other energy advisors to join you and share this amazing opportunity with other people. And the more you do that, the more income you can earn. And that's exciting. Now, our business, when you become part of Think Energy, as to do this as a part-time job or hustle, side hustle, whatever you want to call it, once you have your website, you get an absolute the ability to just share it. And then this is what it looks like. So if I were to share this with my mom, she could put in her zip code, because all she's going to do is click on a link. She's going to say, yeah, here's my zip code. And then if the product is available, this is what's going to happen. It's like shopping at Amazon. She's going to sign up. She's just going to follow some simple steps. She's going to put some data entry from her electric bill on there, and then she's going to upload a bill, and that's it. She's done. It takes about 2 minutes to enroll your electric meter. And then you start to get not only do you get paid when you do that, because every customer that signs up on your website, you get a customer acquisition bonus, But every time your customer pays their electric bill, you get a residual check every single month. You rank advance in our company where the more you refer and the more people that join your organization, the more rank advancement bonus you can have. And then you get paid mentor bonuses. But for those of you that want to do a deep dive into our compensation plan, pull up your phone. Take this screenshot of our QR code. It'll take you to a video that's 27 minutes long, but it'll go through each way we pay because we pay 10 different ways. There's 10 ways to earn income in our company. So take a picture of that QR code, and if you want to do a deep dive and you'll understand. I will tell you this is important though, because a lot of the people that join for $59, we want to show them how to make their investment right back by just going out and educating customers on our product. So on AutoSave, that product that has the guarantee that they'll never pay more than utility, right now we have through the end of June, every AutoSave customer is $45. So if you put your own home on, if you live in New Jersey, let's say, and you sign up tonight for $59 because your friend's going to send you a link and you're going to say, I want to do this with that friend, you're going to sign up, you're going to put your own meter in. So $59 and then you make $45. Okay, now you're in business for $14, right? Because 59 minus 45 is $14. Now, if you're lucky enough to be in a community solar state, like Maryland, you can earn anywhere from $30 to $45, and they have extra incentives down there as well. And so that's just want you to know this part of our compensation, the first of 10 ways, this pays weekly. So this is a chance for you to make your money right back by just going out and doing a couple things. Yeah, I know when I first got started in this business, we signed up our home and then we went to our mother. That was a pretty easy one for us. She loves us. And by the way, if your mother loves you or if your father loves you and they're still alive, they will hopefully support you. My mom loved us. She signed up. So that means we made our money back on our investment in our first 10 minutes of being in the business, right? So that's how easy it can be. But listen, that's our community. Now, I hope you enjoyed this presentation because it's not what we're doing is not rocket science here. We're just helping people save on a bill that they typically don't even know they have options to save. And because Think Energy has innovative solutions and technology that can unlock savings for consumers, we're just making a massive impact around the country. And so I promise you that, one of the benefits of being involved in a company like this is the relationship that you will establish. You won't even know today some of the people that you will meet through your referral network because it's something like I knew my buddy was John Piontek from Florida. So when I called him and I shared a video like I just shared with you, and he saw it and he said, "Yeah, I'm in $59. Let's do it." And he signs up, and then John says, "Okay, what do I need to do next?" I said, "Well, who do you know?" And he goes, "I know 1,000 people." I said, "Well, okay, let's start talking to them. Let's start sharing videos and talking to people." And that's what he did. And through that process, someone joined he had a bunch of people join, and then we helped them, and then they joined, and then we helped their networks, and then we helped their networks. And along comes this lady, Bella Wurzberger from Muncie, New York, or Spring Valley, New York. And I'd never met her before in my life, but because I'm helping my friend that I sponsored. And so if you like helping people, this is the greatest part-time business you're ever going to have. But through that helping people, I met Bella and we immediately connected because she's got an incredible background. She was mentored by one of my mentors. I never met the person, but Jim Rome, who's in this industry as being one of the most famous people on the planet in terms of helping people make part-time income. When she told me that she was personally mentored by Jim Rome, I immediately wanted to know her a little bit more so I could learn from her because she had the luxury of learning from him firsthand. Like he was in her house eating dinner with her at night. I was just a buddy of his through listening to his audio tapes because by the time I was really plugging in, he was dead. He's not alive anymore, guys. So, so for me, that connection was immediate, but it was through this industry. And now here we are 3 years later, and I consider her one of my best, closest friends on the planet. That's amazing. And that's what you would get out of this if you decide you wanted to join, because the people that invited you to this call care about you. So get back with them, get signed up, and you'll start to meet and hang out with some really cool people. That's one of the benefits. But I want to bring Bella on because I told you guys I do quick presentation. You notice my presentation was 16 minutes long. Very quick, boom, boom, boom. This is what we do, right? We help people save money. You get that link, you start saving it. People put their zip code in. Great. If there's a product available in your zip code, you can save money. It's that easy. And so, Bella, I want to welcome you on here. It's so nice to you to join us tonight. I'm sure you have some people on here. that you've invited because you're constantly growing an enormous business all over the country. So Bella, tell us everybody a little bit. I know our relationship has blossomed in the last 3 years, but what is I know you when you joined Think Energy, you were a very successful real estate broker, you and your husband. And so, how has Think Energy been for you and your husband over the last couple of years? And tell everyone that's new, because they're all dying to know someone that knew nothing about electricity, didn't even know what a kilowatt was, just fell in love with the thought of helping people save money on something they can't really, or they don't even know they can save money. And you took that passion to the marketplace. But how has your journey with Think been?
It's been pretty amazing, Brendan. Hi, Brendan. Hi, everybody. It's an honor to be here with you. And yes, we became very, very close friends and very close business partners. And that's what happens. Sometimes it happens just by default being involved in a company like this. I got a call 3 years ago from a very dear friend of mine who knew me. A lot of people know he's a big celebrity in the Jewish world, especially one of the top star singers named Yaakov Shweki. His mother is not alive anymore, unfortunately. He was a very close friend with her, and we did a lot of ventures together. And she knew me, and she knew my skills and work ethics. And she called me and she said, Bella, I have something so incredible for you. And at that time, I was like, I worked so hard in my previous companies, Brendan. I come from sales and marketing, like you say, Jim Rohn, 30 years plus with vast experience in that market. Been very successful, thank God. Made it to the top of two Fortune 500 companies. And I really owe a lot to my incredible friend, Jim Rohn, who's been our very dear mentor and friend for 16 years personally. And one of the big things he told me and taught me, Bella, you don't ever want to rely on one income stream. You don't ever want to do that. You never know. There might be coming a rainy day, and you want to operate on a minimum of a three-legged table. And I said, Jim, I love hearing that, but what do you mean by three-legged table? And I was a young student at that time, and he was saying, you want to have multiple streams of income. That's what you want to have. But make it to the where if I'll teach you one thing, he said, if you have a product that people want and people need and people cannot live without, with or without you, and you have that product, you have a solution to their problem, you have a serious business under your belt. And that's something that I took to heart. So when I joined a big company years ago, when Jim Rohn became my mentor in that company, one of the Fortune 500 companies, we had products that people needed and wanted every single day. It was incredible products, and I loved it, and I made it to the top of the company, thank God. But it was very, very hard work. Why? Because we had to convince and show people why those in products were so important and why they're going to impact their life. And so, yes, a lot of them did it and have done it and were very successful and felt it. But you know what? Competition always comes out with products, potions, and lotions, and health and wellness products is a very competing market out there. And so it became harder over the years, harder and harder. Not only that, Brendan, we had to every month do a quota. We had to buy products, sell products. My whole team had to do that. Now, we all did it very successfully, but it was so incredibly hard. So after all these years of being successful, I was like ready to retire. And you know what? Got myself into the real estate industry. Loved it because I love sales. I love helping people. My passion is helping people, whether it's buying something that they're looking to buy, a beautiful home. I was such a passionate person always, Brendan. You're going to laugh now that people used to call me down to put their house and give me the listing to become the broker on that house. I went into that house, and if I did not love the house, I did not accept the listing. Could you imagine? Have you ever met a broker like that?
Ever.
I just, I can't, I sell with my heart, not with my mouth. I'm a very passionate person, and when I mean what I say what I mean. And so over the years, me and Nick became the most sought after brokers in Brooklyn, New York, because everybody gave us big houses and big buildings. We sold commercial buildings, 10, $20 million buildings, because I sold with my heart. I was like, my whole heart and soul was in there. And we made nice commission. But it took months until we saw that money finally coming. And until that happened, it was like living on, hey, 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 the money's coming, the money's coming. And once we finally made that sale, it finally happened. The closing went through, which was a whole ordeal in itself. I was like, that day, now what do I do now? Where do I find another buyer, another seller? It was becoming so taxing and so torturous, and I would say almost boring. I almost hated it. And I said, you know what? It's nice money, but money's great, but you also have to have a passion for what you do. You have to love what you do, and you have to feel like you're impacting people all around you. And so, yes, I made the buyer very happy, seller very happy, but that's all that got happy. Two people were happy. I was not happy. I like making a lot of people happy because I was a Jim Rohn student and a Jim Rohn friend, and I was like, I need to impact people. And so when Rachel called me, my friend, 3 years ago and said the magical words, Bella, you're going to love this because you're a passionate person. You love helping people. And you know what? This is a commodity that people cannot live without. They need it. They can't exist without it. And try living without electricity for half an hour and see what happens. You're going to go out of your mind, if you know what I mean. And so, and she got my attention. And then I come in and I didn't know anything about energy. I had no idea what in the heck these people are talking about. I went to a live event and everybody was talking Greek language. But it was so incredible watching the enthusiasm in the room, everybody being happy and excited. It was like déjà vu for me all over again. My happy, exciting days with Jim Rohn are coming back again, except now a whole bunch of new amazing people, Brendan Kenny, Big John, all of the incredible people that I got to meet and become friends with. It's been an incredible journey, Brendan, over the 3 years. The most important thing that I love about this and that I loved about this and that attracted me to this business is being able to help people without taking $1 out of anybody's pocket. That was my incredible passion. I can really go out every morning and be proud of what I do. I help people save money. I help people create financial independence. However they want to do it. They could do it small, they could do it big. You know, to me, this is like such a godsend business and opportunity that I have, that we all have, and that we can really take this out to the marketplace and just help so many people on a daily basis. I can't thank God enough for this amazing opportunity. And it's been like an absolute blessing. The beautiful thing is, Brendan, this is really cold. I know a lot of people on the Zoom are definitely full-timers, professionals, business owners. People have jobs. People need a job. They need the security of the check every week. Got it. But you know what? There is nothing like my good old friend said, multiple streams of income. It's always great to have another side hustle next to you that if you meet a friend, if you know people are struggling, wouldn't you be passionate enough to let them know that you now have something that can help them save them money? They're going to be grateful for you for the rest of their life. And this is what we have, this is what we own, and I can't thank God enough about it.
Thank you, Bella. You've been amazing. Listen, for all of you that are here, that are still here, that are guests, get back to the person who invited you, get signed up. We, the partners, Bella is now a partner. She's ranked up to one of the highest ranks of our company with Big John. There's five of us that are at the highest rank, and we do a what we call a partner plus call every Tuesday night at 9:30. So that's a great way for you to come in and meet some of the community because we're always interviewing brand new newbies. Like you could be the person that we interview. You could sign up tonight, go out and get some customers next week, and we could be calling on you to say, we want to hear your story. We want you to help people, collaborate with people to tell them, how are you getting those customers? And we want to celebrate your success because one customer is a success in our business because you've helped someone save money in their electric bill. So this past Tuesday, which was last night, and by the way, part of our system is if you like what you see tonight, it's not just sign up for $59 and say, see you later, or that. We put you into a training program, and that training program is 4 times a week. It's live, and it's designed. But we have a massive trainer at the company. Her name's Melissa Dawson. Tomorrow at 12, by the way, she's conducting the next new energy advisor orientation. So she sets you up with your website. She sets you up. It's an interactive one. So it's not something you just go there to learn. You can actually, if you have questions about your website or how to use it, she helps you. She helps everybody. The design of that new orientation is for help newbies. She only gets about 4 or 5 people per class, but it's always available to the new people 4 times a week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Tuesday. And so if you like what you see tonight, get signed up with your friend. He's going to send you a link. He or she's going to send you a link, and then tomorrow I would go right into orientation at noontime. Take a half an hour lunch break and go in and get orientated, because that's our system. And you'll learn through once you're done with that, you'll be able to sign up customers because you'll get the first basic couple of things to say to people. You'll get everything working. Your certifications will be done. All that's going to be done, and you'll be up and running. So. But last night on one of our partner calls, it was amazing. We have someone that's been very recent joined, with someone like you who might be sitting there tonight saying, wow, this is amazing. I'm going to do this. Well, that person came to that conclusion a couple of weeks ago and signed up. And then very successful real estate person, been selling real estate for 15 years in New Jersey. And this gentleman, he said he's disciplined because he knows when he wakes up in the morning, he has to go do his real estate from 8 until 4. But he says at 4 o'clock every day, from 4 to 7, he focuses on what he actually has the most passion for in life, and that's to help people save money in their electric bill. Go figure. So at 4 o'clock, he clocks out of his real job, and he's more passionate to work Think Energy for 3 hours. And he wants to do, as long as he gets to 3 contacts a day, that's it. That's all he has as a goal. 3 contacts a day. If I make 3 contacts a day every day, he knows he will be successful. And the part that he understands the most, and this is what I want you to at least leave with, is every customer that comes onto your platform, whether you sign them up or someone in your team, every month that they pay an electric bill for the rest of time, because autosave does not have an expiration date. It's as long as that customer's on our service, you'll get paid a monthly commission for as long as they're there. So it could be 10 years, could be 20 years, could be 30 years. So you're building equity with every day that you put any kind of effort into this company. And so for me to hear someone that's only a month old that is more passionate in 1 month about what our company's doing in his community than a 15-year career of selling real estate and being very successful, that tells me everything you need to know about an opportunity. And so hopefully you guys will understand that when you decide if this is the right fit for you. If it's not the right fit for you, it's not the right fit for everybody. Please get back to the person. If you live in one of our states that have our services, put your zip code in on their website, and please don't let the state dictate what you pay for your electricity. Unlock savings with our company and enjoy the product and support your friend that invited you here tonight. So listen, we do this company overview every Wednesday night. I'm going to be doing them live. So if you like my presentation as a founder of the company, invite your guests and your prospects to next Wednesday at the same time. We're going to do the same thing. As you know, I do 15, 20 minutes worth of information, and then I'll usually bring on someone like a Bella Wurzberger or someone else to do a quick interview. So thank you for joining us Wednesday night. Hopefully you guys make a good decision tonight. We'll hopefully see you soon. Maybe we'll see you at one of our Partner Plus calls on Tuesday night, and take advantage of all the trainings that are available. So thanks everybody for coming tonight. Appreciate it. Have a great night.
Thanks, Brendan. Great job.
Great
Thank you.
job. Great job.
Great
Brendan.
job,
Yeah,
Brent.
thank you.
Thank you all.